Hi, and welcome to the Balanced Body Rehabilitation videos. My name is Chrissy-Romani Ruby, and today we're filming from PHI Pilates Studio in Pittsburgh. I have Zach with me today, and we want to show you some exercises for spinal stenosis. So this would be central canal spinal stenosis. And as you know, we need to do spinal flexion to help relieve some of the symptoms that these patients are having. The biggest problem that I have as a physical therapist is actually getting them to round and flex in the lumbar spine rather than flexing their hips. So when they do their exercises, they really don't get the symptom relief because they're really not flexing their spine. Now the chair gives us some good solutions to that problem. Now obviously Zach is a little young for spinal stenosis. Most of your clients are going to be 50 and above, but Zach will be a good demonstration to show you how this exercise works. So we want some good tension on the chair. Right now I'm going to put this up onto position 2 with a black, but depending on the size of the client, you might bring it up to 3 or 4, especially if they're a little bit overweight. So we're going to go ahead and come toward the chair. You want the person to be a little bit back from the chair depending on their height. Zach doesn't have super long legs, so we're not going to have him too far, but if he were taller, I would move him back. Once they're bent over, you can tell better. You want their hips to be right over their ankle bones. So Zach, we'll go ahead and have your arms lift up over your head. Now, depending on the client, you may have them bend their knees and put their hands on the chair. But Zach can do the bend, so we're going to have him do the bend. So you're going to inhale to prepare, and on the exhale, you're going to nod the chin and start rounding away from a wall to come down towards your pedal. Now, we want to see a round low back. So as you can see, go ahead and press your pedal down some. Zach likes to round in his thoracic, and he has a little harder time rounding here. So I'm going to cue him to reach his sternum a little bit to the chair, good job, and to keep thinking about his sitting bones going down toward his heels so that we can round more in the lower back. Good, and there's a little bit of adjustment there. Now you're going to inhale as you press your pedal down some, and exhale as you come up some. Now the biggest mistake that I keep going, Zach, the biggest mistake I see with this exercise at times is that we begin to do a lot of hip flexion. And with a spinal stenosis client, hip flexion is not going to do anything for us. We need to see rounding happening in the lumbar spine. So inhale, good, and exhale. Now this time, Zach, I want you to take your pedal down to your lower level. Good, and you're going to stay there, and as you exhale, bend your elbows and lift. Good, and as you inhale, press down, and every time you press down, think of your navel. That's it, reaching up here. Keep a little bit of length in the back of your neck. You're doing great. Good, and he inhales and exhales with each motion. We're also going to watch where his hips go to his ankles. If their buttocks glides backwards, we're going to keep them forward so they get a good stretch in their calves. Now, one of the most important parts for the person with spinal stenosis here is returning to standing. So we're going to press that pedal. We want to keep this pelvis in a posterior tilt, and we want to squeeze the buttocks on the way up. So inhale, on the exhale, sitting bones to heels, and you're going to start to let the pedal help you. So they have the pedal to help them, buttock stays tight. Now they're going to continue to stack up to the wall. See how we're not letting that lumbar spine extend. And come all the way back to tall, and you can raise your arms if you like. Okay, so the thing that we avoided, and you can go ahead and relax, thing that we avoided was spinal extension on the return from a forward bend. That's the #1 way that many of our spinal stenosis clients have pain. So if we can eliminate that in their daily activities and teach them techniques and methods to not do that motion, they won't have as much pain. So thanks for joining us today, and I hope to see you next time.